Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to math. Today I am not recording from my usual classroom. Today I'm in another room. Today we're going to cover laws of sines. That's what we've been covering lately. So our objective for today is to solve for an angle or side using law of sines. Okay? When I say we're solving for an angle or a side, it usually means of a triangle. The equation we're going to use today is sine sine of capital A over A equals sine of capital B over lowercase b equals sine of capital C over little c. Meaning that doesn't matter which one you use, they all equal each other. Okay, that means that sine of C over C continues over here on the other side, so it would be sine of A over A. Okay, so you can use any two, they always equal each other. Okay, and with that said, on this problem I have this triangle. We label it A, B, and C. We have two sides that are given to us. Okay, we have lowercase b and lowercase a. Because remember, lowercase is always across from the uppercases. We also have an angle. We're going to look for the other angle here, x. We're going to solve for that x, that angle. The way we're going to do it is, again, we're going to use our equation. We're going to pick two from here. The two that are given pretty much to us. Okay, we are mostly given a because we have sine of a, okay, over little a, and then we have kind of b already. We don't know what sine of b is, but we know that lowercase b is 16. Since we already have those two in there, we can usually use that equation, okay? So we can say sine of a, which in this case is sine of 48 degrees, okay, because what our angle is 48 degrees. So sine of 48 over sine of the lowercase a. Remember, across from uppercase is lowercase, so in this case is 11, equals, okay, so far we have this on our problem. 40 sine of 48 over 11 equals, we're going to choose b, so sine of x, because we don't know what that is, sine of x over 16, because we have that lowercase b, 16. So our problem should look something like this. Okay, now that we have that, these are called pretty much known as proportions. All we have to do is solve them. The way we're going to solve them is we're going to cross multiply. Okay, so we have sine of 48. I always like to put the big numbers first, 16. Sine of 48 over 11 sine of x. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to divide by 11. Okay, so leave x to the x or sine to the x. All we're going to do is we're going to plug it into the calculator. 16 sine of 48 divided by 11 should give us x, which is our angle. Okay, so our angle is, if we plug it into our calculator, we have 16 sine of 48 divided by 11, which is radians, which we have 1.08. Okay, if we do shift sine, it should give us the degrees. 1.08. Or we can also, if you don't have the sign button or the -1 sign, you can always leave it as it is, as just 1.08. 0.08. Okay, so we can say x equals 1.08. Okay, if you can actually convert it, that's even greater to an actual degree. Okay, this is in radian form. All right, let's try one more just to get the hang of it. This time, I'm not going to draw the triangle. I'm just going to give you guys the numbers, which is capital A equals 34 degrees. Lowercase a is 6, and lowercase b is 8. Okay. Again, technically, we can already pretty much set it up as sine of 34 over 6 equals sine of x over 8. Okay. We plug it in our calculator. Well, first of all, we can actually this time cross multiply. We have sine of 34, put an 8 in the front, equals 6 sine of x. Divide by 6, leave x alone. So x equals, we can put 8 sine of 34 divided by 6, which is 0.74 in radian form. Okay, so 0.74. You might get a degree. Okay, if you did, that's even better. If you didn't, if you have it on radians, it's 0.74. Okay. All right, guys. So all you have to do is solve problems exactly like those. The only difference is, obviously, you're not gonna get the same answers I did, but they're similar problems. Okay. All right. The example or the problem for you guys is we have A equals 50 degrees, capital A. Little a equals 34. Little b equals 40. Okay. Your second problem, a equals 24. Lowercase a equals 3 and lowercase b equals 8. Okay. Make sure you submit your answers as soon as you're done watching the video, and I'll be here waiting for your email.